Hello, everyone, and welcome to Cricketing with Delonda. It's me again, Delonda, and thank you so much for joining me today. Yesterday, I used Infusible Ink to make this cute Christmas pillow, and I still have one sheet of that red Infusible Ink left, and I am going to show you how to use Infusible Ink on a Cricut coaster. I'm super excited about this project. This goes right along with Christmas in July, and I can't wait to share this process with you. At the end of this video, if you found it helpful, please consider liking the video, subscribing to my channel, and turning on the bell for notifications because I do upload new content every single week. So without further ado, let's look at the materials and head right on over to Cricut Design Space. The materials I'm going to use for this project include my Cricut Explorer Air 2, a lint roller, my 9x9 Cricut Easy Press, my Easy Press mat. I'll be using a combination of these sheets of Infusible Ink. I'm going to use the green sheet from this Jungle Safari box. Of course, the red sheet that's left over in this box. And then I have a scrap piece from this box. I'm using Cricut coasters, and I have my green standard grip mat. I have my spatula and a weeding tool here just in case I need them. Okay, so without further ado, let's head on over to Cricut Design Space. I am in Cricut Design Space and I'm connected to my Cricut Explorer Air 2. The first thing I'm going to do is grab a shape. My shape is going to be a square, and I am going to resize my square to 4 by 4. And this is actually perfect because these coasters have a rounded corner. I'm also going to change the color of this square to white because that'll match the coaster. And then the next thing I'm going to do is upload the file or just add it to my canvas that I used yesterday on the pillow that I showed you in the intro. So that one just says, "Believe in the magic of Christmas." And all I'm going to do is resize it so that it fits nicely on my coaster template. Okay, I'm gonna bring it down and just make sure that it'll fit nicely on there. Okay, I like this, and I don't want there to be any overlap or anything like that. I think that'll look nice just like that. And what I'm going to do is weld this. Okay, so that'll be my first coaster. And for the second coaster, the one that I'm going to use a combination of colors, I just went to images and I typed in Merry Christmas. And I kind of just wanted to see what options I had and to see if there were any that really stood out to me that I didn't feel would be a weeding nightmare. And I found this one and I just thought it was so cute. So thank you, Erica Digital Design. She shared that file. Okay, and so it comes in and I can tell that this is, of course, a layered file, right? And what I'm going to do is bring it down again because I want it to fit nicely on my, my coaster template. And I don't think this will be a weeding nightmare at all. I actually think this is going to be super, super cute. So what I'm going to need to do for this file is a little bit different than what I did with this file because I only use one color right here. For Merry Christmas, because the word Merry is in this buffalo plaid or buffalo check, according to the Cricut box pattern, I have to change this up because what is on my canvas here is not really what matters. What matters is what I'm going to put on the mat. So what I'm going to do for this is I am going to ungroup this, the words Merry and Christmas, and I can look at the word Merry and see that it has two layers. So it has this top like black plaid part of the word, and then it has this bottom layer that is red. What I'm going to do is actually just turn the black layer off because I don't need it. What I need is this, and I am just going to weld this so it stays together. And then I'm going to take the green part of Christmas and I am going to make sure that it is also welded. And then I'll just put it back together so that when I get ready to cut it, it will all work well. So what should happen when I get to the next screen is that I should see 3 mats. Okay, so let's go there. Okay, let me go back, or I can just hide this because I forgot to take the template off. I kept it on there. Okay, so for my first mat, I have the word Christmas. And then for my second mat, I have the word Merry. And for my third mat, I have Believe in the Magic of Christmas. And what I am going to do, instead of having 3 mats, I don't plan to have 3 mats. I'm actually going to do this with 1 mat. I am going to click right here on these 3 dots, and I'm going to click Move Object, and I'm going to move it to the green mat. Okay, and what I'm going to do is just move it over here, right here, and that'll be fine because I know I want this to be red. Okay, and I know the word Christmas. I'm going to bring that down a little bit, just to right there. That's fine. And then for my next mat 3, I'm also going to move this. I'm going to click Move Object, and I'm going to move that to the green mat also. And I'm going to move it. Let's say I just want to move it right here, and I have everything on 1 mat. Now, when you're using Infusible Ink, remember you have to mirror your image and then put the Infusible Ink on the mat facing up. Now, I also need to remember where I have everything located so I can match that once I place the Infusible Ink on the mat. And what I'm going to do is go ahead and turn on my mirror, and I am going to click continue. I am going to set it to Infusible Ink. I have been having a little bit of problems with that, but hopefully I won't this time. I am going to give this more pressure, and everything that I'll do from here will be back on the camera. As I'm getting my Infusible Ink placed on my mat, it's also important to notice that the color of the Infusible Ink before pressing it doesn't look anything like what is indicated on the box. So this is the red sheet of Infusible Ink, and this is what the box looks like. It's not vibrant at all. So this is my first time using green, and it's a big color difference. So that's kind of scary, and hopefully it does come out as vibrant. Let me finish getting this placed on the mat and we'll get it cut. Now I will get each of these pieces weeded out. I have my 9x9 Easy Press, and it's heated up to 400 degrees. The Cricut website recommends pressing these coasters on 400 degrees for 60 seconds and not actually doing any pressure at all, but just placing the heat press onto the coaster and doing a cold peel. So the first thing I want to do is go over the coaster with my lint roller just to make sure there isn't anything on here like those little blue fibers. I'm going to do this image first, the one that says "Believe in the Magic of Christmas." And I think I have it weeded well enough. Hopefully I do, because on my pillow I did make a mistake yesterday. And I'm just going to get it placed down in a place where I think it is centered and it looks good. See a little piece right here. Let me just do a double check. I'm not going to add any heat resistant tape. I do feel confident that I can keep this in place. I'm going to use the butcher paper that actually came in the box. And I'm just going to place my heat press on top for 60 seconds. Not doing any pressure at all. I am going to follow the Cricut recommendation and not move it. And I will get started with my next coaster. I'm going to go ahead and clean it off with the lint roller. And this one I'll have to be a little, let me see if I can just move this. Maybe just move it over right there. Oh, I kind of made it, I should have cut it a little smaller. The Y is sticking off, so I should have paid more attention to that. And so the heart, this heart right here is like the I for the word Christmas. So I have to kind of get that lined up. So I'm gonna cut some of this carrier sheet away. Okay, so I cut the carrier sheet away, so it's just that little heart left. And I will strategically place this on the coaster. And I wonder if I should have preheated the coaster, because I didn't. And guess what? It's gonna have to be okay that I didn't. All right, so I have it placed down just like that. And I will get my butcher paper put on top. And I'm trying not to use the butcher paper in the same place that I already used it. Let me center this a little bit more and give it a press for 60 seconds. And before I move this, I'm going to go ahead and reveal this one and see if, you know, I feel like not giving it any pressure is a good idea or not. Because if I feel like this is not pressed well enough, I'm going to definitely add pressure to that one. Let's see. What do we think? What, what am I going to say? I love it. OMG. So now I have a coaster that matches my pillow, except it is a little more perfecter. Okay, we're gonna let that cool off and then come back. Okay, it has been a couple of minutes and I do believe my second coaster has cooled down. It's not completely cool. I would definitely say it falls in the category of warm, but I think it's cool enough for me to peel it. So I'm gonna just be careful and pull the carrier sheet back, and let's see what our image looks. Ooh, 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 look at this. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Okay, I love it. What am I going to say? I love it. I love it. If you found this tutorial helpful, please consider liking this video, subscribing to my channel, and turning on the bell for notifications because I do upload new content every single week. Thank you so much for joining me today, and thanks for watching. Bye.